Hey everyone, this is Inara by Ashna and welcome back to my channel. I am really happy today to announce something interesting. So I am starting a new series called Storytime Sundays. So what is so special about Storytime Sundays? You guys have seen a lot of makeup reviews online and offline, but then I see that everyone are just taking up a product and just talking about the color, texture, price. That's all true. But how many of them just try to go in a little bit more detail about the brand, like how the brand was born? We don't really do that. We just go by the product. Like if the product is good, okay, we go ahead, we buy that, we invest in that. But when we just dig a little bit deeper into the story of how a brand was formed, it's so beautiful to see that many brands have such interesting and beautiful stories behind it. And many a times we may come across some great entrepreneurs, many of them being women too, and we get to know about their story, the stigmas they had to fight, and the struggles they had to get through just to reach where they are today. So every Sunday from now, I will be coming to you with an interesting story about a famous brand. I would also be picking a couple of products from the brand to review it. And another speciality is that I won't just be talking about any brand. I make sure that I have used the products from this, that I am happy with it, and I would definitely recommend those products from that brand to my friends and family. So I'm only going to talk about those brands which I am 100% sure of and I'm 100% satisfied about. Today, we are going to talk about this one brand that's creating a rave among the youth in India. And they have this very iconic design and their products are just really amazing but also affordable. And I'm not saying they're cheap. No, they're not cheap, they're not too high end, but they have managed to strike the balance. So I am talking about none other than Sugar Cosmetics here. Sugar Cosmetics is an Indian brand, and I thought what better way to start off this series than by choosing an Indian based brand. So stay tuned to know the story behind Sugar Cosmetics. As you can see, I have not yet done my face makeup and I have only completed my eye makeup. Foundation is a pretty important feature when it comes to makeup. And not just makeup, the foundation has to be strong when it comes to anything. Basically, any structure or anything that you're going to do with your life. And that is where I think Sugar Cosmetics had hit the jackpot. This company was started in 2012 by two IIT graduates from Ahmedabad. Yes, I didn't believe it the first time I read it. I was like, wait, IIT and makeup? Like, how is that possible? But no. Vinita Singh and Kaushik Mukherjee, they just ditched the comfort of their high paying jobs just so that they could follow their dreams of becoming an entrepreneur. So before Sugar Cosmetics was born, there was something called as Fab Bag. So Fab Bag is essentially a box that contained hand-picked curated products both for beauty and personal care, which they accumulated from almost 100 plus international brands, and this would be delivered to their subscribers on a monthly basis. Fat Bag essentially opened a world of new makeup and new personal care products to subscribers, to people in India. So this was one good platform to discover new products both in makeup and personal care. Through this platform, they got to know a lot about what consumers needed, what consumers were expecting, and that is a very crucial information. When these people were getting such valuable inputs, they tried communicating these things to the parent companies or the respective companies that were providing them with the products in the first place. But these companies just failed to accept all those feedbacks. They were like, no, we're not doing that. We're just sticking to the usual routine, but then started losing their customers. That's when these two decided to take things into their own hands. And that is how Sugar Cosmetics was born. This is how they actually came about to developing such awesome products. For example, let's take this foundation. So here I have this foundation called Ace of Face foundation stick, and it's in the shade 30 Chococcino. Okay, so if you look at this, it's a stick foundation. um, and I just randomly wanted to try a good stick foundation because I had tried something from Revolution before, and honestly it wasn't the best of stick foundations because first of all, it was a few shades lighter than my skin tone. I don't know how that happened because I definitely tested it on my face before buying it, but somehow it came out to be a shade or two lighter than my skin tone. And secondly, even with a wet beauty blender, it was getting really difficult to blend it all over my face. And then I'll have to do some heavy contouring just to get that entire thing like to suit my face. So it was really time consuming, and that's why I thought I had said no to stick foundations. But then I was like, you just can't ignore the fact that these foundations are really handy when it comes to traveling. Like if you're someone who likes to always carry your makeup in a non-messy way in your makeup bag, then foundation sticks are a big plus. Now the Sugar Cosmetics foundation is special for a couple of reasons. So this is the color that I chose, and honestly I did not expect it to suit my skin so perfectly because this is not like a very fair color when you check it in the list of colors. There are many shades which are lighter than this, but I just thoroughly read the reviews and I was just going with chances, and it turns out that I was right because you'll see for yourself. They do have a little brush at the back of the foundation so that you totally don't need to carry any extra brush or an extra beauty blender. Do you see how easily it is blending out? Like, I'm honestly not even trying to spread it all over my face. I'm just going on dabbing it and it just spreads so easily. And do you see how beautifully the color comes out? It just matches my skin just so perfectly. This brush is very smooth, like you don't have to like dampen it or anything. You can just go over your face, easy as that. So the color, as you can see, has come out so beautifully. I don't feel like I even need to go over it with a concealer. So this is a prime example of why this brand stands out. They have 22 different shades of foundations that are specifically curated to suit Indian skin. And also from many reviews they got from their Fabbag subscribers, people started informing them that when it came to foundations, they were looking for something that was easy to carry with them while they traveled. So that's when they came up with this design where there's a stick foundation on one hand and then there's a brush on the other end. So another thing that Sugar Cosmetics is well known for is their ultra pigmented makeup for eyes, lips and the face. Don't believe me? Check it out for yourself. So here I have this contour stick from Sugar Cosmetics. It's called Face Forward Contour Stick and this is in the shade number 1 Fawn Fist. So this is what it looks like. I mean, that's a beautiful contour color. Like I was looking for something that's not too harsh but again not too light. I had tried something from Sephora before, but honestly I'm not entirely happy with how it comes out on my face, and also it was pretty dry. So I wanted to try a more creamier formula. This baby just is so perfect. Do you see how easily it blends out? Like I'm just taking a normal brush and just going on, and see, I don't even have to use a beauty blender for this. This is just, and the color comes out so pretty, you guys. It's like that perfect mild brown that you've been looking for, but which is just so hard to get. Zero harsh lines, so smooth. Like I honestly think this product could be the best contour stick and at such an affordable price. Now another crucial thing about this brand is that they have been fighting the cultural stigma for so many years. And by cultural stigma, I definitely am referring to the fact how Indians used to think only fair-skinned people are beautiful. But Sugar Cosmetics have been trying to like fight the stigma for so many times, for so many years. Another crucial thing about this brand is that they were able to hit the sweet spot when it came to pricing. So usually in India what we see is lipsticks. Let's take the case of lipsticks for example. So usually they are priced either at 150 starting price or something that's about 1400. But this brand, they just tried to be very reasonable when it came there. So their lipsticks are priced at a range from 500 to 600, which puts it in an essentially cheap but also at a premium category. So it's like there's a very good balance there. Another important feature why this brand could be so preferred by millennials is also because this is a cruelty-free brand, which means they do not do testing on animals. If you see the packaging of Sugar Cosmetics, you can see a girl, but she's made up of a lot of small triangles. So there's this triangular kind of illustration that really creates an impression in a person's mind. I feel like those triangular illustrations just try to bring out the complexities in a woman. Like that's what they're trying to portray through that design. That was my little story about Sugar Cosmetics for you guys. I really hope you liked it, and stay tuned because we have more stories like this coming up. And if you have enjoyed watching this video, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also please hit that little bell icon right over there so that you'll always get to know when I drop my new video. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. It just always means a lot when you guys interact with me through comments, and you can definitely ask me any doubts or any queries about certain makeup techniques or products, because I would be so happy to reply to you. And if you feel a bit shy texting in the comment section down below there, you can always DM me through my Instagram page, Inara by Ashna. Please make sure to check it out. So I will be back next Sunday with another amazing story. Then goodbye for now, but stay tuned.